What are the best DACs under $2,000 for first-time audiophiles? Today I'm walking you through 4 amazing options, from a smart streaming entry point to a dedicated unit for separates. Because if you don't have the right DAC properly decoding your favorite tracks, your expensive speakers are just amplifying a compromised signal. Look, you don't have to be an expert to upgrade your audio. You just have to want more from your music, and upgrading to a high-quality DAC is the perfect place to start. If you're not sure what a DAC is, go check out our Facts on DACs series for more info, but for the sake of time, let's jump straight to our favorite DACs. First up is for the listener who wants to cut the laptop out of their audio chain entirely and build around a premium streaming ecosystem. And that, my friends, is the Bluesound Node Icon. It's a network streamer with a built-in DAC and headphone amplifier that supports high-res audio natively and your favorite streaming services. The Node Icon runs on Bluesound's dedicated music operating system, BlueOS. BlueOS is the brain of the entire system. It gives you access to over 20 streaming services through a single intuitive app. If you're new to dedicated streaming interfaces, BlueOS is a great place to start. It's thoughtfully designed, it's available on your phone, tablet, or desktop, and it supports multi-room playback across up to 64 zones. The Icon sports a dual mono DAC design, with each chipset running independently for each channel, which is the same design philosophy that you'll find in many dedicated reference DACs, but just for a fraction of the price here. Headphone amplification comes from a THX AAA circuit with a dual 1/4-inch headphone output on each side of the unit, which is pretty sweet. That means that you can either A/B test headphones, if you're into that, or listen with a friend without an adapter. Connectivity covers everything that you need. You've got USB-C for direct computer connection, and you also have HDMI eARC for TV integration. This would serve perfectly in your dedicated listening space or maybe your home theater. The Node Icon is the way to go if you want that premium streaming ecosystem and a foundation that will just grow with you over time. Now, pick number 2 is for the listener who wants a desktop powerhouse, although you can put it anywhere in your home. You know, something that can handle every headphone that you have in your collection, it can adapt to every source you connect it to, and give you the tools to actually shape your sound. That's the iFi Audio Neo IDSD3 DAC headphone amplifier. At its core, the Neo IDSD3 is a fully balanced desktop DAC, preamplifier, and headphone amplifier in a single chassis. The DAC stage is built around a custom hand-selected Burr Brown chipset that processes PCM and DSD through entirely separate pathways. It'll handle DSD 512 and has full MQA decoding with 4 selectable digital filters so that you can fine-tune the sound to match your source material. The amplifier circuit was borrowed from iFi Audio's Diablo 2, which is significant because that means power, power, power. If you know anything about the Diablo 2, you know that it's powerful. So that means that the Neo IDSD3 is powerful too. It'll handle sensitive IEMs, those demanding planar magnetic headphones, and virtually everything in between without even breaking a sweat. Beyond performance though, iFi Audio has built an entire suite of analog sound shaping tools. You get their X-Bass technology, which widens the sound stage. Then you have X-Bass 2, which restores low-end weight. And then you have JVC Kenwood's K2 HD technology that recovers lost harmonics in digital recordings. All of it is processed in the analog domain so that your digital signal stays untouched. Use them or don't, but they're there if you want them. The Neo also connects wirelessly via Bluetooth 5.4, which is pretty unique for a desktop DAC of this caliber. And with RCA inputs, it integrates just as cleanly into a speaker system as it does any headphone setup. You can use it as a powerful headphone amplifier or a preamp for active speakers. The choice is yours, and that versatility right there is the beauty of the Neo IDSD3. Pick 3 is for the listener who refuses to choose between portable and desktop performance. The iFi Audio IDSD Valkyrie is small enough to tote to work, use it at your desk during the day, and then enjoy it again at home when the day's done. With the built-in DAC and headphone amplifier, the Valkyrie is capable of handling your growing headphone collection or your desktop speakers. But what makes the Valkyrie so unique is its internal amplification stage. It's got a powerful internal headphone amplifier with 3 modes. You can do normal, turbo, or extreme, handling your entire collection of headphones, be it those pesky planar magnetics or those highly sensitive IEMs. And if that's not enough for you, you can also enhance the sound just like you can with the Neo IDSD3. Utilize X-Bass, turn on X-Bass, or use JVC Kenwood's K2 HD technology. Enjoy the sound just as it is, or turn on those enhancements for an even greater listening experience. Now for the DAC side, it handles MQA, DSD, and PCM up to 768 kHz. If you've built a high-res library, or you're streaming lossless through Tidal or Qobuz, nothing in your collection is going to trip the Valkyrie up. But here's the real kicker. It also has a line level output on the back, which means that you can run it as a pure DAC feeding into a separate dedicated amplifier. So as your system evolves over time and you start thinking about those separates, the Valkyrie repositions itself rather than just getting replaced. It's a versatile signal path that rewards you with years of happy listening to come. Now, before we get to the last DAC on our list, there's one more step that first-time audiophiles almost always overlook: the cables that connect everything together. You can invest in an ultra high-end DAC, pair it with a great amplifier, and feed it a lossless stream. But you'll still be leaving performance on the table if the cables between your components weren't built to the same standard as the gear itself. A great cable reduces interference, it preserves signal integrity, and it lets the components you've already paid for actually perform at their highest. And that's exactly what our Dragon audio cable lineup is designed to do. Whether you need interconnects like the Silver Dragon Premium Interconnect to go between your DAC and your amplifier, or a digital coax, or maybe even a USB. Dragon audio cables are engineered to match the level of the gear you're pairing them with. You've honed in on your components, now connect them properly. Head to moon-audio.com to explore our Dragon cable recommendations for each product in this video, and reach out to us directly if you've got any questions at all. That's what we're here for. So you've got your versatile streaming option, you've got two incredible DAC amp combos, and now taking the crown for the best dedicated standalone DAC under $2,000 is the Chord Electronics Qutest. Everything else on the list does more than one thing. The Qutest strips all of the extra features you might not need to focus on 100% pure digital conversion. And it does it better than anything else at this price. It delivers an incredible level of detail retrieval, which is one of the things Chord DACs are known for, making your music sound more expressive and nuanced than it might have before. Making your music sound more expressive and nuanced than it might have before. We're talking about hearing the breath of a vocalist between phrases. You know, the decay of a piano note into silence. The subtle reverb of a room that you just never noticed was there. Music you thought you knew becomes music you're hearing for the first time. And trust me, I've experienced it firsthand with some of my favorite songs. Chord built the Qutest around their proprietary FPGA, which is a field programmable gate array. It's a fundamentally different approach to digital filtering than off-the-shelf DAC chips. Chord writes its own filtering algorithms from scratch and then runs them on custom programmable hardware. What that means sonically is you're getting an extraordinary level of timing accuracy and detail retrieval. I'll put this as plainly as possible. The Qutest competes with DACs at double its price. The FPGA architecture Chord uses in the Qutest is the same fundamental approach they use in the Hugo TT2 and the Dave. Its technical prowess is one thing, but its flexibility is another. As a standalone DAC, the Qutest is pretty flexible in how it will integrate into your setup, and it grows with you over time. It works naturally with Chord's own ecosystem. I mean, talk about ultimate synergy. You can pair it with the Annie integrated amplifier, the Hugo M scaler for upsampling, or the Huey Phono preamp if vinyl is a part of your world. It's also equally at home driving any third-party amplifier of your choosing from any brand at any price point. Whatever direction your system evolves in, the Qutest is the DAC that you buy once and you build everything else around it. So if you're serious about your audio and you're ready to treat your DAC as the foundation that it actually is, this is the one to go for. So these are the 4 best DACs under $2,000 for first-time audiophiles, but I want you to remember this. Your headphones and speakers are only as good as what's feeding them, and the DAC is where that signal gets the treatment it deserves or doesn't. Whether you're ready to go all in with a dedicated unit like the Chord Qutest, or you want a DAC amp combo that gives you room to grow in the future, every option we covered today is an upgrade from the built-in DAC on your source device that you're currently using. The only wrong move here would be to leave that built-in chip in charge any longer than you already have to. And if you want to go deeper on the technology behind what you just heard, our DACs Deciphered video right here breaks down the 4 main types of DACs you'll likely run into during your search, and exactly what makes each one of them different. It's the perfect next watch on your DAC discovery journey, so check it out. It's right here, and we'll see you next time.